savages.
Yes, Boris!
It is not a line for чебурек. На блин.
I went by boat. But this boat was fast. Not, блять, mobile number 1 fast, but moving at 28 knots. It is considerably faster than rowing, even after drinking 2 whole jars of babushka's premium compote. On the boat there were signs saying no horizontal pole dancing please. I guess this has been an issue before. And in the background, of course, I saw Sweden, no, Helsinki, saw Finland, Suomi, yes.
So that's how Finland attracts Estonians. Free cable television.
Once I arrived on land, I was given a map, but this map was completely useless. Car rentals and beauty shops, I do not need this. What I need is food. And then I read.
Корите на пуке. This sounds like food.
It was not. I did learn some Finnish trying to navigate the city. Till this day, I definitely know that puosun kanat, puosun leiki, and kaiki anokaset sanavita musan lasen anokisa definitely means something that you would put on a menu. I came across a market right in the port, and I swear I could hear in the distance a bit of. In the market they sell some very strange ushankas. I thought about buying one, but then I realized I need the money to get home. And you don't want to go home, because everything is expensive. And they don't mean like you need to save up for a week to buy some bread. But in the store you do have to pay attention what you're putting into your basket. More of that later on. Also, I did see quite a bit of beggars on the streets. But as much as I heard, these guys are scammers and con artists, because the welfare system here pays them twice as much as I get paid each month. But okay, moving on. I did come to this country for exploration, and that I did. Once I arrived in center of city, I started look for a bar. First one I found was closed. On my way to the second one, I see sign, "Wah!" And then I'm thinking, party? But no, I took wrong turn and ended up in port again, блять. I saw a statue that promised to talk to me, but after scanning the very 2012 looking QR code, I was greeted with a message instead, saying data roaming services are not available for this number. To enable data roaming, please call the... So I took some photos instead. Some in regular places, some in more tourist friendly places, and some in less tourist friendly places, like middle of street for example, until the Swedish police came and told me to get lost. Why the Swedish police? I do not know. Maybe all the Finnish police was on break. So after a bit more time of exploring statues, looking at mechanical clocks on the street, and admiring a self-portrait of neighbor Vadim, I decided, since it was now past 10 AM, to try another pub. This looked like a harmless place, a regular old place where you can walk in and kick off your shoes. Well, not literally, you can kick back and enjoy the nice atmosphere and the cold drink. So I go to bartender and say 2 beers for me, and she say, of course my friend, that will be 14 euros. Then I said no, I said 2, not 20, and she suggested yes, give me the money. I looked at the first and last 20 euros I had in my wallet and said okay, might as well. It is a hot +2 degrees outside. I need my drink. I need that refreshment. So I ended up paying 7 euros per drink at an average pub for an average beer. And it didn't even taste that good. Man, I should just cut this video now. I was broke, what was I going to do? So then I enjoyed my 2 second most expensive beers that I have ever bought. Most expensive was in Norway, by the way. And took a moment to realize what I had just done. But then I moved on. I managed to find internet connection, after which I was greeted by the saddest thing I had ever seen. After leaving a pub, no shashlik to be found. But I did find a place for pizza, kebab, salati, kana, falafel, roulette. But no, none of them was shashlik. So I left and stumbled across a very weird store that sells merchandise for these white smurfs or something. But the stuff they sold was more expensive than the beer. So I left to go and check out some things that they could not possibly charge me for. Like standing in front of the metro station, looking at statues of men holding balls, probably filled with all the shashik they have hidden away. To my luck, I did find a VR experience center, and of course I went right in.
Wow, now that is impressive. It's so real.
Sadly, on that day, they were playing endless loop of Finnish train station simulator. So I left to go find something else. And I did. I found some stairs that I heard was very good luck to climb, so I did. It was completely free. And once I reached the top, I felt my luck changing already, because I got message from fan saying it is true. Drinks in pub are horribly expensive. It is cheaper to buy some kaski yalovina from alcohol store, drink in a park and pay the fine for public drinking. And that gave me an idea. Even the statues behind me were supporting this idea. One of them saying, Boris, go, stories that way. And the other one is like, yes, kaski yalovina. So I walk for many minutes. I even pick up some light reading on the way.
Polishing services, nice.
Found a local place that sells meat sandwiches and went on to find a shop that sold many good things like sausages,
Lawanto makaraka. Looks like Dr. Sausage to me.
experienced some local anarchy,
Savages.
and then arrived at source of problem. Almost every beer in this average food shop cost at least 2 euros per can. What is going on here? These prices are crazy, man. I need to know who is to be blamed for this. 1 can of beer juice, 3 euros, not good. And to make things worse, the sale of alcohol is actually not allowed after 9 PM. What the hell? 9 PM is when the drinking starts, блин. So, okay, I left, but not before buying some salty licorice. Went to find the store that someone mentioned, get a drink, and had a nice sit down in the park. And right next to the park, what a surprise! Neighbor Vadim's front door! Sadly, no one was home. I took my stuff and I was on my way. I thought about the Finnish experience I just had and realized that I am not even remotely rich enough to get drunk in this country.
No, might as well.
But before leaving the country and giving up on the search of the cheeky breeki, I did manage to find one store that was friendly to my Slavic budget. And that was, of course, this one right here. If you have seen my videos, then you will know that half of this stuff was bought from these shops. It is, I think, the only place where you can buy a first prize medal for only 2 euros. So I did, and left, right after receiving award for best YouTube channel in the world. So what did I learn from my Finnish experience? I learned that I need to be making at least 7 times more money to survive here for more than 8 hours at a time. And once I do get that money, I will be coming back to every other city besides Helsinki. Блин. But until then, my friends, I say thank you for watching. Next stop, Lithuania, no, Latvia. Get some kvass in saldiums. Let's just hope their drinks are cheaper than here. So then just maybe I can stay over for a night or 2. Is Latvia a Slavic country? Not really. But neither is Finland. But after Latvia, aha, Czech Republic. Cheap high quality beers in every pub that you go to. Hopefully that coming very soon as well. But until then, stay cheeky breeky, my friends. I will see you next time.